Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Going old school gossip cards today. I want to ask the gossip cards, what is everybody saying about Meghan's wine? Not the wine, her Béjay. Her new Béjay that's going to be released on July 1st on Diana's birthday. She's going to release alcohol on Diana's birthday, and Diana was killed by a drunk driver. Like, talk about not reading the room. We all know why and it was so interesting when I read the cards. What is she going to do? Diana was very prominent in that. I said, there's something here about Diana. So yeah, July 1st. Let's ask, what are the gossip cards saying? Specifically, what is William saying? What is Uncle Charles saying? What are the Spencer side of the thing? I'm pretty sure the British royal family doesn't even pay attention to what she's doing, but this would be touching William and also Uncle Charles. So let's see, what is the Spencer side, including William, Catherine, the children, anybody who has Spencer DNA, the nieces, what is the gossip going on there about what Meghan is doing? And how is Harry allowing this? How in the world? If you don't think Harry's compliant, this should change your mind. Shall we begin? Okay. Desire, they're watching her. They're definitely watching her from afar. They're watching what she's doing. Fidelity, sadness. Interesting, this fidelity is laying by a grave marker. I think if we say this side is the Spencer side, they are sad. They're watching this. They're quite sad that her memory is being used. Merriment, baby, letter, officer, official. They have fired off a letter to Harry. Falseness. They have definitely fired a letter off to Harry. We have to remember the officer represents Harry when I'm doing gossip cards. I think they're definitely sad. They're watching her very closely. They're very sad. I think this merriment is showing us that they're all in agreement here, what's going on. I'm pretty sure they have fired off a letter to Harry of a baby is also a beginning of something, starting something. But look at this falseness. Let's get some clarifiers here. This isn't quite as clear as I thought it might be. Fidelity. What's on the fidelity? I'm getting that the family is in agreement about how this is an abomination on the memory of, they are all true to Diana. They are all true to Diana, especially if you think these are her two sisters. Her two sisters might be more upset. I remember her two sisters spent the most birthdays with her, right? So I think this could be the two sisters, Sarah and Jane. And they are true to Diana's memory. I think they've fired off a letter to Harry. I think this falseness on the merriment, I think this is showing us that when they are together, it's a false face. It's a false face that they enjoy being together with Harry or in agreement with Meghan. Let's find out this fidelity. Clarify this fidelity for me, please. Clarify this fidelity for me, please. Some money. So what they're doing, they know they're doing it for money. Judge. Oh, I did another reading and there is some kind of cease and desist. We have to remember Uncle Charles was the executor of her will. So, you know, a lot of people, if you haven't been an executor of a will or have somebody very close to you pass away, once you pass away, your assets that you have, even once they're distributed, that's now known as the estate of. So Diana would be the estate of Diana Spencer, right? So there are some legalities here that you know they can do. The estate of Diana Spencer would be in control of all of her images, for example. Like the same thing, Michael Jackson has the estate of Michael Jackson, and there's distributions that are made of that. I'm pretty sure that the estate of Diana has been, everything's been distributed, but what remains is, you know, making money off her image, that kind of thing. Like when they sold everything, that would have been divided, that kind of thing. But there's, even if it's empty, it's a legal entity known as the estate of. And people can sue. That's a living, breathing entity, and you can be sued. The estate of can be sued. Also, the estate of can make money, and I'm not sure, it depends on how the will is written up, if the money that is made after all the distributions have been made, if, for example, let's say people pay money to put Diana's picture on something, well, where does that money go to? It goes to the estate of, and then the executor decides who gets that after the original will is all distributed, unless it had in the will, in this trust fund, once a year, any remnants is divided between the boys or whatever. Does, I don't know, but it looks like they may be checking that. They may be checking to see if Meghan is making any kind of money off of it. They're going to look at the legalities of that. That's one thing they are, because that's on fidelity. That's one thing they are standing by, is that they're watching her. They're with much sadness how she's using Diana. All right. Okay, what's about this baby? So don't be surprised if there's something coming up, something legal. I'm surprised William has not shown up yet. What's with this baby? What's with this baby? What's with this baby? What's with this baby? Bambino. What's with this baby? What's with this baby? Clarify this baby, please. Thought and house and baby. They could be thinking of the Spencer name. Right? The House of Spencer. I know it's not called that, so don't at me. They could be thinking like they don't want an alcohol attached to Diana's name. They don't want this new endeavor attached to Diana in any way. Let's see, what did the letter say? What did the letter say? What did the letter say? So I think they've attached this new venture that your wife is doing, that is being released on your mother's birthday. We don't want Diana's name attached to it. What did the letter say? Lover. Lover. Unexpected joy. This is weird. Clarify that more. I don't understand. Oh, just hang on. Let me try one more. Loss. Okay, I was just going to say the Lover's doty, and the unexpected joy is not, I don't think it's not unexpected joy that with the loss. I think here where the letter is saying something about the accident, and I don't think the unexpected joy, that's actually just big money. Big money. The Lover is doty. So they might even be, have you protected yourself from the Fayed family, right? So you know what? I think there's other legalities here that we aren't even thinking of. Like we aren't thinking of, they don't want Diana's name attached to alcohol, period. End of story. She died because of a drunk driver. They also are, there's something in there considering the Fayed family. This is a really different reading. I wasn't expecting this at all. Are they going to try and stop it? Did they appeal? That's Harry. I don't have to clarify that. That's the two sisters. I don't have to clarify that. I'm interested that, let's see the merriment. The merriment. It might be the sisters that are really watching things more so than Uncle Charles. Clarify this merriment, please. Message. Yeah, okay, so I was right that they all are in agreement. They have to get a hold of Harry to stop this. Are they going to be successful stopping this wine being released on Diana's birthday or having any attachment to Diana? Like, even if they don't have any ad attached to Diana, the fact that everybody's talking about Diana's birthday and Meghan's wine on the same day, can you imagine what that's going to do to the algorithm? Are they going to be successful in stopping it? I'm getting that the Spencers are really upset. The sisters are beyond upset. They've been watching Meghan for a while. Money, no, they won't. Unless, are they going to offer to pay widower? Another. Are they going to offer to pay Harry to stop it? Gift? It's going to go ahead, guys. It's going to go ahead. Maybe this is going to, is Harry starting to realize his marriage is over? It's not a marriage. Is Harry starting to realize how mentally ill his wife is? Widow, yeah. I think in my mind, between that twerking thing and what she's doing now, I think they are separating. We got the widower and the widow card here. And again, back when these cards were made, divorce was quite out of the question. The only way you became single, or for the most part, was by your spouse passing away. Wow. Lots of money on the table here. I wonder if money's trying to be exchanged to stop it, but Maybe money's being exchanged to get that Meghan out of their life. Maybe the priest. He does funerals and weddings and misfortune, disgrace. Okay, I don't want to know anymore. So it looks like the sisters are on it. Looks like they've contacted Harry to try and stop it. Somehow they've included the Fayed, even though that's Diana's birthday. Maybe there's something about the alcohol and it killed your mother and her lover, right? Somehow they've tied him in, and if it wasn't for your inheritance, if your mother would still be here, you would have never got her inheritance. Like, I think they're really laying it on the line to him, and you've lost your mother's inheritance. Interesting. All right. Well, YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.